Good evening. My name is Bill Dean. I'm the president of the Texas Tech Alumni Association, and on behalf of the association and Texas Tech University, we want to welcome you to this ring ceremony. We never know how to anticipate the crowd, and so unfortunately we have people that are not able to find a seat. What I'd like to kind of logistically do is ask all the ring recipients if there's an empty seat on your right, would you get up and move over and fill it in? And now don't go across the aisle, just each section where the rings recipients are, if you would move over and fill in all the empty seats that are on your right-hand side. Okay, now those of you who are standing, there are empty seats for you to occupy. You can't get a ring, but you can sit in the seat. So at least that will hopefully alleviate some of the problem. Okay, once again, welcome to the ring ceremony. This has become a major tradition at Texas Tech. We hope it's an experience that all of you will long remember, because we are basically celebrating your academic achievements at Texas Tech University. And when you look at the ring, as time goes by, we hope it will bring back very pleasant memories. Now, I teach here, and I know that all your memories are not necessarily pleasant. There are ups and downs in a college education. I do want to share with you, however, a student that apparently had more than their share of ups and downs. This is a letter that a Tech student wrote to her mother and dad, and she starts out by saying, "Since I left for college, I've been remiss in writing, and I'm sorry for my thoughtlessness. I'm getting along pretty well now. The skull fracture and the concussion I got when I jumped out the window of my residence hall when it caught on fire shortly after my arrival is pretty well healed. I only spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and I can almost see normally, and I only get sick headaches once a day. Fortunately, the fire in the residence hall and my jump was witnessed by an attendant at a local gas station. He was the one who called the fire department and the ambulance. He also visited me in the hospital. And since I had nowhere to live because of the burned out residence hall, he was kind enough to invite me to share his apartment. It's really a basement room, but it's really cute. He is a very fine boy. We've fallen deeply in love, and we're planning to get married. We haven't set the date yet, but it will be before my pregnancy begins to show. Yes, Mother and Dad, I'm pregnant. I know how much you're looking forward to being grandparents, and I know you will welcome the baby and give it the same love and devotion and tender care that you gave me. The reason for the delay in our marriage is that my boyfriend has a minor infection, and that prevents us from passing our premarital blood test. I've carelessly caught it from him. But I know you'll welcome him into the family with open arms. He's kind, not well educated, but very ambitious. Now that I brought you up to date, let me tell you there was no fire. I don't have a concussion or a skull fracture. I'm not in the hospital. I'm not pregnant. I'm not engaged. I'm not infected. There is no boyfriend. However, I'm going to make a D in history and an F in chemistry. Everything is relative, isn't it? Seriously, we know that there have been a lot of memorable events in your life at Texas Tech. special professors perhaps who cause you to stretch a little bit farther than you thought you could, various events like the upcoming Carol of Lights. In 1998, the Student Alumni Board, and these are the young students who greeted you and helped you get situated tonight, that group did a market study to try to determine at that point in time if Texas Tech students would embrace a single ring tradition. And the results were overwhelming. And so the Student Alumni Board and the Student Government Association sat down and designed the ring that you're going to wear tonight, a ring that will not change. You had to earn the ring by completing 75 hours at Texas Tech. When you get the ring tonight, we encourage you to put the ring on with the double T facing inward. And on graduation day, President Skuvenek will invite you to take the ring off and turn it around so the double T faces to the outside, indicating that you are a graduate of this university. When you registered this evening, or when you bought a ring actually, the National Board of the Alumni Association will make you a member of the association for 1 year for no charge. The President's office, when you graduate, will also give you a free membership with no charge. So if you're graduating, for instance, in December, you'll be a member of the Alumni Association for 2 years with, and not have to pay anything. After that, a young alumni membership is $35 a year. And we'd encourage you to keep that membership up. We'd encourage you to be a member for life, because this is your connection to this university. And also the college where you graduated. I think that's very important that you maintain those ties as well. So we hope you'll be involved with Texas Tech when you leave. And there are a lot of ways that you can do that. They're not all financial. You can get involved in wherever you relocate. If we have a local chapter there, and the chances are we do, then you can get involved in that. You can network with other alumni. You can attend college nights. You can serve on committees and boards. You can put in a good word for Texas Tech wherever you go, and we encourage you to do that. Let me introduce the participants in this ceremony tonight. We're very honored to have President Lawrence Skuvenek. Dr. Skuvenek will present you with the ring when you come across the stage after your name is called. We'd like for you to hold that ring and not take it out until you're instructed to do so. Chris Sneed, who's an Associate Vice President of our association, will read your name as you come across the stage. Doug Hensley, who is an adjunct instructor in journalism and electronic media and communication, and is also the company chaplain for the Rager Dykes Auto Group, will come up and kind of take you on a tour of the ring and point out some of the significant features of that ring. Texas Tech Federal Credit Union is the official sponsor of this event. As you leave the stage, Katie Macha, who is a member of the Student Alumni Board, will present you with a replica class ring. It's a paperweight, courtesy of the Federal Credit Union. And you'll also be asked to sign a roll that every student who's ever received a ring has signed. We also have Taylor Polk, who's a Saddle Tramp. In fact, he's president of the Saddle Tramps. His job will be explained as the program develops. Let me introduce our staff to you. Brent Ross, our Associate Vice President for Marketing. Mandy Wiley, our Director of Affinity Merchandise, in charge of this event tonight and in charge of all our ring sales. Laura Bixler, who is our Director of Membership. Christina Butler, who is Director of Multimedia and Communications. Brett Weingarner, who's Coordinator of Marketing, Public Relations, and Membership. Madison Tatum, who is our Assistant Director for Membership. Alex Arnold, who's the President of the Student Alumni Board. And Tim Shore. Tim Shore is with the Balfour Company. He's over at the side. He's a very important person because the Balfour Company manufactured your ring. And when you get the ring, if you have any concern about it, if you have any question about it, he will be up here after this is over. We obviously want you to be 100% satisfied with your ring. If there's any problem with it, he'll be up here to help you solve that problem. Grad images will take a picture of you when you receive the ring. They'll also be available throughout the evening to take pictures as you so desire. And that includes, I guess, out in front of the building with the sculpture. Susan Peterson from the La Ventana is in the foyer back there. We'd encourage you to talk with her and consider purchasing the Texas Tech yearbook. Let me introduce Dr. Skuvenek for a few comments. And before we start the program, Dr. Skuvenek has a bachelor's degree from Phillips University, a master's degree from Texas A&M, PhD in math from Indiana. He's been at Texas Tech for 34 years. Served as a department chair of math and statistics, was appointed interim dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and then later dean. He became an interim president of our university in 2012. Then he was an interim provost, a lot of interims in there, in 2013, and provost, full-time provost in 2014. And this year he was named the 17th president of Texas Tech University. He is the author of many scholarly works. He's received the President's Excellence Award in Teaching, member of the Teaching Academy. We're very pleased to have him with us this evening. Dr. Skuvenek.
Thank you, Dr. Dean. Good evening. It's truly a pleasure to be part of your ring ceremony this evening and to share this special evening, Texas Tech graduates to be, with your family and friends that are here. It's so impressive to see how many of your family and friends are here. And I think that's one reason we have such wonderful students at Texas Tech. I never cease to be impressed at every opportunity that I have to meet and interact with our students. And parents, friends, and family, you can be very proud of the way they represent you, and I'm sure your support here this evening is one reason they are the wonderful people, young men and women they are. And this is a special opportunity for all of us to celebrate what you've accomplished at this point of your college career. Now, you have a little bit more to go, and don't make sure you make it to the finish line, but take a second to look around you and try to capture this moment. This is a special time in the many memories you'll take from Texas Tech, but hopefully a memory you may think of each time you glance at your ring. The ring is a symbol of what you've already accomplished, but it hints at the greater prize you will receive when you do get your degree. The ring is also a reminder of your lasting connection, that you're a part of the Red Raider family. Just by wearing this ring, you'll probably make new friends. When you're at an airport or at a restaurant or another city, somebody will see that ring and come up to you, and you'll think about all the good times you had at Tech. You'll share those moments or probably walk away with another friend from Texas Tech. In a more personal way, this ring is a part of the message that you're sending to your family. If you're one of many who've already graduated from Texas Tech, it says that you're now going to be a member of that club. But you may be the first member of your family to graduate from Texas Tech. In that sense, I'm sure it's a great sense of pride for your family. Someday, it may be a subtle message to your children of what you've achieved, and maybe a special motivation to them to aspire to a college degree, hopefully from Texas Tech. Inside the ring is engraved the words, "Strive for honor." That's a good reminder of the way we should live every day. And when you do that, you'll be great ambassadors for Texas Tech University. You should be proud of yourselves. We're proud of you and all the accomplishments you've already attained and those you will. So thank you for letting me be a part of your ceremony on this special evening.
All right, let's begin, guys. Students, are you ready? Dr. Skuvenek, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Parents, are you ready? Then let's begin. See, students, they're ready to get you off the payroll. See that? Kaylin Adams, Lubbock. Creed Alexander, Stephenville. Riley Alford, Plainview. Alicia Amadeo, Kingwood. Brandon Anderson, Hobbs, New Mexico. John Arias, Lubbock. Denise Armani, Miami, Florida. Jacob Armitage, Midland. Tori Ashley, Sugarland. Kendra Bailey, Fort Sumner, New Mexico. Alyssa Ballou, Abbott. Allison Baylog, Kingwood. Alistair Banks, San Antonio. Jeanette Barina, Tyler. Travis Barker, Amarillo. Kenneth Barton. Pond Ridge, New York. Sarah Barton, Lubbock. Janae Beckner, Midland. How about that? Here, you take mine. You got me. Eric Bell, Killeen. Jessica Beaujolais, Missouri City. John Boudreau, Plano. Aaliyah Bourne, Crandall. Peyton Brown, League City. Janine Bryan, Trenton. Rachel Bryan, Huffman. Ashlyn Burkhart, Mineral Wells. Chelsea Bussell, Artesia, New Mexico. Courtney Camp, Carrollton. Catalina Cardona, Dallas. Kelsey Carpenter, Sugarland. Damian Castillo, Dallas. Stephanie Chavez, El Paso. Hannah Collins, Austin. Miranda Coronado, Fulshire. Jasmine Correa, Dallas. Zane Cox, Midland. Michael Cravens, Spring. Chelsea Crawford, Houston. Rachel Dana, Houston. Felicia Davis, Kaufman. Hayden Dadir, Lindale. Michael DiFiore, Brady. Nicholas Detmers, Houston. Amy Dietrich, Needville. Raul Dominguez, Midland. Logan Dorsett, Waxahachie. Courtney Downham, Plano. Alejandro Duarte, Houston. Justin Dumbeck, Round Rock. Jared Dyson, Fort Worth. Caitlin Dyson, North Richmond Hills. Brennan Fassbender, League City. Rowdy Fenwick, Hawley. Samuel Fields, Midland. Elaine Forshaw, Capel. Hayden Fox, Fort Worth. Daniel Galvan, Houston. Gabriela Gomez, Dallas. Garrett Garcia, Austin. Marlena Garcia, Lorenzo. Jessica Gardner, Friendswood. Braden Givens, Tyler. Robert Gonzalez, Keller. Samantha Gonzalez, Lamesa. Charles Goss, Plano. Blake Grant, Levelland. Grant Grazer, Marble Falls. Landry Griffin, Breckenridge. Kelly Gundy, Katy. Justin Go, Flower Mound. Jacob Gustanus, Georgetown. Martin Gutierrez, Amarillo. Jenna Guzetta, Leander. Nizar Haddad, Amman, Jordan. Matthew Hamilton, Fort Worth. William Hammond, Houston. Brittany Hamrick, Golson. Michaela Haskey, Dalhart. Brandon Hatfield, Trophy Club. Colin Heidenheimer, Anson. Ashley Hernandez, Houston. Amber Herrera, Pecos. Sarah Hibbard, Round Rock. Haley Housewright, Rockwall. Ciraniro Hurtado, Cedar Hill. Tyler Hudson, Odessa. Dorlin Jackson, Houston. Daniel Jaime, San Antonio. Brooke James, Katy. Mary Jameson, ARP. Matthew Johnson, Klein. Molly Jones, Ballinger. Jada Jordan, Snyder. Callie Carl, Albany. Jack Kelly, Georgetown. Alexa Kindig, Katy. Mark Kahn, Round Rock. Amanda Cuncomb, Grand Prairie. Lucas Kinder, Jacksboro. Kleeman. Bailey Kleeman, Amarillo. Austin Kuntz, Garland. Kelly Kuthman, Mason. Daniel Corey, Coppell. Tanner Lynn, Waxahachie. Jennifer Latch, Longview. James Lilly, Midland. Haley Long, Houston. Lorente? Okay. Adam Lorente, Waco. Jeremy Malone, Youngsville, Louisiana. Chris Mangus, Bernie. Sarah Marshall, Waco. Michaela Martin, Artesia, New Mexico. Alexandria Martinez, Irving. James Maynard, Florence. John McAlonin, Austin. Taylor McCann, Friendswood. He's our friend too. Megan McDonald, Highland Village. Amanda McIntyre, Houston. Casey McMahon, Waxahachie. Bryce Medellin, Sulphur Springs. Enrique Mendez, Baytown. Felicia Mendez, Amarillo. Anna Menegaz, Spring. Megan Messerly, El Paso. Quinn Mounier, Richmond. Christopher Mejia, Carrollton. Chase Miller, Granbury. Parker Miller, Granbury. Gabriela Montelongo, San Antonio. Caitlin Morana, Fort Worth. Jeremy Moreno, San Antonio. Zotero Moreno, Garland. Michaela Morris, Mertzen. Kimberly Murguia, Amarillo. Aaron Murphy, San Antonio. Lauren Nava, LaGrange. Taylor Nesbitt, Austin. Jordan Newman, Midland. Amy Newen, Harlingen. Gareth Noel, Spring. Michael Northey, Spring. John Norton, Granbury. Taylor Novak, Denton. Melanie Nunez, Fort Worth. Natalie O'Brien, Plano. Elliot Ocon, Grapevine. Taylor Orr, Aztec, New Mexico. Hannah Owens, Baird. Eric Parsons, Spring. Shaylee Patrick.
You go, girl! Go!
Colleen. William Patrick, Wichita Falls. Eric Perez, Corpus Christi. William Peterson, Rowlett. Deanna Porter, Fairfax, Virginia. Kyle Porter, Houston. Jessica Prickett, Burleson. Victoria Province, Odessa. Kelsey Pucklewitz, Helotes. Emiliano Renteria, Slamisa. John Ross Rourke, Carrollton. Veronica Robles, Dallas. Elizabeth Jean Rogers, San Angelo. Ashley Russell, Belton. Eric Salvatore, Plano. Khalees Sanders, The Colony. Ariana Sandoval, Pearland. Oh. We got to get their autographs over there. You ready, Luke? All right. Luke Satterfield, Denton. Avery Swash, Southlake. Caitlin Scorgi, San Diego, California. Suzanne Seidenberg, Austin. Romello Shavers, Arlington. Kelsey Sheffield, Kerrville. Warren Shepard, Houston. Whitney Sizemore, Wichita Falls. Matthew Skinner, Kingwood. Tiana Smalley, Amarillo. Antonio Sosa, Mesquite. Tim Spellings, Hudson. Shelby Spoonmore, Plano. Talon Standard, Midland. John Sterrett, Kingwood. Bailey Stevenson, Stephenville. Bama Strohmeyer, Stephenville. Merritt Sukala, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hunter Tarman, Flower Mound. Stephanie Taylor, McKinney. Riley Thompson, Sugarland. Nick Tyndall, Dripping Springs. Taryn Tomenka, Mansfield. Victoria Torno, Montgomery. Paige Torres, Houston. Roger Torres, Mesquite. Megan Trammell, Dallas. Cassandra Trevino, Granbury. We're going to get this here. William Sumas, Irving. Linda Tull, Plano. Thomas Turman, McKinney. Jay Ubben, Richardson. Kaylee Uribe, Hearst. Benjamin Vodder, Lubbock. Andrew Venincasa, Dallas. Daniela Villar, El Paso. Fernanda Villar, El Paso. Devin Wallace, Chandler, Arizona. Bailey Ward, Dumas. Monica Weber, Azle. Aaron Wells, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Caitlin White, San Angelo. Lindsay White, Lubbock. Ryan White, Houston. Grant Whitehead, Carrollton. Kayla Wilkie, Corsicana. Alexandra Williams, Castroville. Laura Wilson, St. Louis, Missouri. Can I say it? Chaz Womble and Ava, Duncanville. Jessica Zarate, Midland. Priscilla Zavala, Dallas. Whitney Zielinski, Lubbock. Chandler Zimmerman, Katy. Ashton Lott, Crescent. Megan Carroll, Kingwood. Daniel Childers, Perryton. Ashley Hernandez, Harlingen. Does everyone have a ring? Okay, congratulations, guys.
We'll take our tour of the ring in just a moment as last folks sign in and find their way back to their seats. I will tell you in the interim how pleased and privileged I am to be here, and the thing that always jumps out at me at this ceremony are the smiles. I love the smiles as folks get their ring. I love the smiles in the background from the parents and the support folks, the people who have surrounded you with steadfast love throughout your lives. And it's just, it's something special to see. For the first time in my life, I sent a child off to college this semester. And so I'm starting to see some of these things that you guys are experiencing. So this is a really, really cool tradition, and I am just overwhelmed to be a part of it. I am a Red Raider, by the way. And I came to this campus a very, very long time ago as a freshman, not really knowing what to expect or what was going to happen. This seemed like a very, very big place to me. I came down here from Dalhart, Texas, and I didn't know what to expect, but over the next 4 years, I made some of the best friends I've ever made in my life, people I am still in touch with to this day. I met instructors who were incredible. This place changed the trajectory of my life, and I cannot repay that debt to Texas Tech. It has been a wonderful, wonderful gift. And I hope that no one here takes for granted what a special thing it is to get a college education. And so I wish for you, before we talk about the ring, my wish for you is that you also will be surrounded with incredible friends, that 30 years from now you will still count among your best friends, and that you will interact with professors who will change the trajectory of your life. So at this time, let's get the suspense over with. Open your boxes, take out your rings, but don't put them on yet. Just hold them in your hands for a few more minutes. Hang in there with me. Because what I want to do is I want to take you on a tour of the iconic symbols that are represented on your ring. I want to lead you through an imaginary journey through campus and your time here at Texas Tech. And guests, I would encourage you to follow in the program. There's a portion of your program that's marked Journey Around the Ring, so please follow with us there. Are we all good? All right. So I want you to think back with me to the first time you heard about Texas Tech University. Maybe it was from a parent. Maybe it was from a relative who attended Texas Tech. Maybe it was on television, watching a sporting event. Or maybe it was just when you began looking at colleges and browsing through college catalogs. My guess is many of you might have looked at dozens of universities, but one stood out, the one that had scarlet and black, the one with the double T. So look with me now at the top of your ring. Whether you have a traditional ring or a signet ring, the iconic double T sits prominently on top. There is no other symbol more associated with Texas Tech than the double T. Although no one has ever claimed credit for the design, historic documents date the first appearance to 1926, when it showed up on some sweaters made for the football team. The double T represents the foundation of our university as Texas Technological College, as well as the university we have grown to become. Inscribed around the raised double T is our official name, Texas Tech University, with two separate stars, and the date of founding, 1923. It was then when the Texas legislature decided that rather than a branch campus of Texas A&M University, I know, an entirely new university would better serve the needs of the West Texas region. On February 10th, 1923, Texas Governor Pat Neff signed the legislation creating Texas Technological College, and in July of that year, a committee began searching for a location for the school. When the members of the committee visited Lubbock, they were overwhelmed to find residents lining the streets to show support for the idea of hosting the institution. That August, Lubbock was chosen on the first ballot over other area towns, including Floydada, Plainview, and Sweetwater. So as you turn your rings to the left, our journey around campus begins. Picture yourself now standing at the Broadway entrance to campus. Directly in front of you sits the large Granite University seal designed in 1924 by campus master planner William Ward Watkin, the same seal that you find engraved on your ring. This seal first appeared on Texas Tech diplomas in 1948, but was not officially approved as the seal of Texas Tech University until 1953. So let's examine it up close. President Horn, who was truly a visionary when it came to our foundation in early years, he selected 5 symbols inside the seal that he believed were the 5 great institutions of a democracy. In the upper left quadrant on the shield is a book representing church. In the lower left quadrant is a key symbolizing home. In the upper right quadrant is the star, the symbol for state. And the lower right quadrant is the lamp of learning, representing school. These elements are separated by 10 cotton bowls, representing industry, as well as Lubbock and its surrounding 9 cotton-producing counties. Sitting atop is an American eagle, our national bird, and the shield is surrounded by the inscription, Texas Tech University, Lubbock. So walk with me now down the Amon G. Carter Plaza, past the fountains, past where the Christmas tree sits during the Carol of Lights, past the statue of Will Rogers and Soapsuds wrapped in red on game days, and into the center of campus to Memorial Circle. As you turn your rings to the right, imagine turning physically to the right to look north down the Engineering Key. In the distance, you see Jones AT&T Stadium, and think back with me to the excitement of attending your first Texas Tech football game. Remember the first time you saw the masked rider lead that team out onto the field. It doesn't matter how many times you see that. It is still one of the most dramatic entrances for college football. On the right side of your ring, you will see an image of this beloved mascot. That symbol is no stranger to you, but you may not be aware of the history behind it. In 1936, the same year that Arch Lamb founded the Saddle Tramps as a male spirit organization, a ghost rider appeared at the beginning of a home football game with the Arizona State Lumberjacks. Resplendent in a scarlet and black cape and mask The rider circled the field at the start of the game on a palomino and then galloped off to the amazement of the crowd. Now, it wasn't until 1954 in Tech's appearance in the Gator Bowl that Joe Kirk Fulton, with red cape and mask, rode a borrowed black horse into the Gator Bowl Stadium to the utter astonishment of the crowd. The football team was inspired by this masked rider as Tech went on to defeat Auburn 35-13 that day, and so the tradition was fixed. To this day, Texas Tech retains the scarlet and black caped masked rider on a black horse. And now, using your imaginations, turn with me to face the administration building. This was one of the first structures built on campus more than 9 decades ago. The building was architecturally designed in the Spanish Renaissance style with ornate carvings, archways, and its Spanish-styled roof. One of the main features of this building is its twin bell towers. The one on the west that houses the Carillon bells that you hear ringing out musical melodies, and the one on the east that houses the 2 victory bells. If you look behind the masked rider on your ring, you will see the engraving of the East Bell Tower. The victory bells, which together weigh 1,200 pounds, were first rung in 1936 after a win over TCU. Some things, they don't change. The Saddle Tramps and High Riders, part of our campus spirit organizations, continue to ring the victory bells after athletic wins and other momentous occasions, such as today's ring ceremony. And with us on the stage, we have Saddle Tramp Taylor Polk. And Taylor is going to head over to the bell tower and ring the victory bells for each of you receiving a ring today. So thank you very much, Taylor. Help me thank you. Taylor's wasted no time. Look with me now to the inside of your rings. There you will find the words that Dr. Skubinik mentioned earlier tonight, strive for honor. This inscription is from the Matador Song and serves as a charge to every Texas Tech graduate to excel with integrity in all endeavors. Below that, you will find your personalized inscription that is unique only to your ring. This inscription is your identifier. If your ring is ever lost, the honest finder can return it to you by contacting the Alumni Association or the Balfour Company. So now to the bottom of the ring, it's very easy here, double T's tied with a decorative band. So now that we've taken you on this geographical and historical tour of your ring, hopefully it's even more meaningful to you now that you know all about the symbols that appear on it. And when you think about it, your ring really encapsulates Texas Tech and will forever serve to remind you what being a Red Raider means. It's also, of course, a sign of your academic accomplishment and the pride you have in your alma mater. So as you travel around Lubbock, across the state, the country, or even around the world, your ring will serve as a symbol of honor. So please use your ring to bear your banner proudly. You may now put on your rings. Remember, as Dr. Dean pointed out earlier, the double T will face you until graduation day, when Dr. Skubinik will ask you to turn your rings so the double T faces outward. Thank you for letting me be a part of this tonight.
Got them on? I'd invite the Student Alumni Board to join me on stage, and I'd like the audience to stand as we conclude this program with a Matador song. thank you for being here, and go Tech.